I don't need it right now, but can we see if the MiFi is available just in case of an emergency?
I don't have either one. They're all.
Oh, darn. All right. Well, I just figured.
Mike's got them going out.
I figured I'd ask.
Who I didn't tell you, you were doing these games.
I'm sorry.
I said Mike went out. I didn't tell him. Or even look at the sheet. He almost came today. I'm doing both. But he's got the Wi-Fi.
All right. It's fine.
Switch over. These things are done.
From Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass., this is NEPSAC Girls Soccer here on LSP. Tonight, today still, although it is just after daylight saving time, today it is the final game of the NEPSAC and ISL Girls Soccer regular season. And its traditional rivals, the Lawrence Academy Spartans, with a record of 10-1-5, 6-1-4 in ISL play, taking on the BB&N Knights at 15-0-1 and 11-0 in ISL play. Good afternoon, everybody. Sam Feely here with you, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. Saeed Vasugi is on camera, and well, nothing about this game will change the final standings in the ISL. BB&N has clinched the ISL championship. They are 11-0. Nobody can catch them in the standings, and now it's just a matter of can they finish off this regular season unbeaten with a perfect record, unbeaten, untied in ISL play? I mean, they've got the firepower and the goaltending to run the table. Their only tie was a 1-1 game against Worcester. That was their second game of the season. And it came back on September 21st. So for almost 2 months, BB&N has pulled away from the competition early and often. They have outscored their opponents on the season 55-4, including 18-0 in their last 5. And overall in the season, 13 clean sheets for the goaltending duo of juniors Sam Mahoney and Valentina Ramirez. Sam Mahoney's going to get the start between the sticks for the Knights this afternoon. BB&N also looking for its third consecutive NEPSAC Class A championship. Won the championships in 2019, of course, fall 2020. Nothing because of COVID, but got back to their winning ways in 2021. Lawrence Academy has had a great season, but they've literally been stuck in neutral the last 4 games before their 8-2 blowout at Groton, their crosstown rivals, on Wednesday. In the previous 4 games, they had 4 ties, 2 scoreless draws, and 2 1-1 draws, and before that, a 1-0 loss. So that takes what was a 9-0-1 record to 10-1-5. So maybe beating Groton was what they needed to get out of that funk and challenge these mighty BB&N Knights today in the regular season finale. And of course, with yesterday being National Signing Day for NCAA Division I, Division II, with the exception of the Ivy League, got a number of college commits and to feature in this game. LA has Janiyah Body going to New Haven, Karina Libertor going to Holy Cross, and Ella Rago going to Assumption. BB&N is sending Ava Venuti to Johns Hopkins, Abby Giordano to Lafayette, and Francesca Valverde to Dartmouth. And 2 juniors have verbal commits to rival schools. Sophia Recupero is committed to Duke, and Caitlin Mara is committed to UNC. That'll be a fun battle starting in a couple of years on Tobacco Road. We are underway, LA in red, BB&N in white. And we apologize for the post for this canopy in the way of this part of the shot, but what are you going to do? It's raining. It's in the mid-60s right now, and it's going to get breezier and continue to deteriorate as the night continues, we expect, because of Tropical Storm Nicole going on down south. Abby Moran in goal for the Spartans, and it's Sam Mahoney in goal for the Knights. Cleared away up the far side. You get a good shot of, you get a better view of how rainy it is out there too with this bit of a zoom. We might have to change the focus setting. I don't know, but we'll keep on strangling, I guess. All right. LA bring it towards the offensive third for the first time in this match here. Headed away and then out of play again, and it'll be Rago back to try and retrieve a new ball. I'll try an autofocus, see what that does, or yeah, because it looks a little. I don't know if it's because of the rain, but it does look a little blurry down there, just because. I don't know. But like I said, the weather kind of deteriorates the picture. I apologize. Having any luck? All right. Wait for stoppage and play, I guess, right? The camera would normally be in the bleachers to our left right now, but it's at field level, by the way, folks, because of the canopy. In fact, if we put it in the bleachers, the canopy would block any shots to the right side. So, pick your poison, I guess. Move into the middle by Mara. And that'll be Recupero over the left side. It's Kaylaw. Pushed over the end line. It looks like it's going to be a corner. First corner kick of the match goes to the Knights. Here it comes. Out to the top of the box and cleared away by the Spartans. All the way back over here. And played back to Mahoney. Mahoney directing traffic. Doesn't look happy with something. Gotta love the rain blowing off the canopy there as the gusts come through. Here is Reese Pereira. Valverde after a back line wearing the captain's armband. Here's Recupero. Knocked down in the LA back line, headed towards goal and cleared again. Venuti keeps line moving. Through ball, though, intercepted by Mera. Into the middle of the field. Extra pass. Stood up by McSweeney. And now the Knights on the attack. On the right side, looking for the cross. The save made by Moran. Made Theobald with the first best chance for either side to score. And that brings me to another point I wanted to make before we got started. This game features 5 of the 7 top scorers in the ISL. In ISL play, Sienna Mars leads the league with 12 goals and 2 assists for 26 points. Behind her is Theobald, just had that shot. She has 11 goals and 3 assists for 25 points. Alyssa Prentice, 7 goals and 8 assists. Mara with 8 goals and 3 assists. And Karina and Librator with 4 goals and 10 assists. Up the far side. Knights looking to attack again. Over towards the corner. Towards the box. Settled down by Recupero. Out to the midfield, to the top of the box. Chance here. The shot is scuffed. Trickling, and it's in! Oh, I thought it was going to trickle wide right, but out of nowhere to save the day. The Knights strike first, 1-0. So in just the 7th minute, the Knights, in their second trip, by the way, out to Groton this season, they also had a road game against the Zebras earlier this season. Won that game handily. Won that game. Was that the one they only won 3-2? I got to double check, but. Simply nothing has phased the Knights this year. Up 1-0 in the 7th minute on that goal. Didn't catch who it was, unfortunately, but we'll get it at halftime. Trying to launch it upfield. Knocked down. Hip to hip is Pereira here. Puts a stop to that one, pushes him back. All the way back to the midfield stripe. And over to Mara. Mara on the left side. And taken away. Back to Mara. Cuts it off before Schuster can make an attack. Now over to the left side. On the wing, it's Venuti. Venuti puts it towards a box. Chance right in front of Moran. The LA field player is able to swarm around the offense, and can Prentice get it to safety? Gets it outside the box anyways. and then out to about 25 yards out where it's headed down in the box on that shot. Again, knocked down. No penalty, another shot, and it's in. Valverde made the bid. She got knocked down, but play on, and good thing, too, for the Knights. 2-0. So goals in the 7th and 9th minutes, about 2 minutes apart, 2-0 here in the first half. And you got to wonder, with just that one win over your crosstown rival and then the 4 ties and the loss before that for the Spartans, and now down 2-0 in less than 10 minutes to the #1 team in New England. Nearly a disaster, though, as they played it back to Mahoney. Spartans got to wonder, can they hold the fort and battle back and get some confidence out of this? Even if they might not win, can they at least get some confidence going into they'll be in the Class B tournament. So ball comes towards the box and knocked out this way. Forcing her way through traffic is Mara, and it goes out of play. Knocked back out for Pereira. We'll take this throw. Slip past K-Law, but Mars couldn't corral it, and back the other way come the Knights. Kind of have a little bit of the some older LA Galaxy motif going with their uniforms. I remember their hockey team used to have uniforms that were modeled after the Nashville Predators. The boys hockey team had Nashville Predators-inspired uniforms. Kind of the gold with like the guitar string kind of stuff and the Bettman horns. Midfield over to the right side. Cleared back but knocked down. Now it's Valverde into the middle. Tries the through ball and cleared away. Not very far though. Only out just outside the box basically to the far touch line. And the Knights resume their attack. Goes into the box and cleared. It'll be McSweeney. Turns it over. Another chance maybe for the Knights. Pass a little too strong out to the far touchline. Will stay in bounds. And it'll have to be a throw, it looks like. In the 12th minute, 2-0 our score. BB&N on top. And referee dragging traffic here for this throw. Launch towards the box, body trying to control it and clears it all the way over to the LA bench. Another throw for BB&N. Or the left side, Mara out to the wing. And will that stay in bounds on the near side? It will. Mara again into the middle of the field. Cookenham gets in the way, but then taken back by Venuti. Venuti tries to thread the needle into the box. Spartans clear again. Mara on her back line, on the midfield stripe rather. Into the middle of the field. Will there be some space here for Kaylaw? And it'll go over the end line for a goal kick. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Sponsor LSP broadcast for as little as $25 per ad. Email samfeelypbp@gmail.com for more information. All right, we switched our focus settings. Hopefully this will be a little better. Saeed doing the Lord's work here. Just hopefully this will be a little bit of a better picture here for the rest of the night. Into the middle of the field, Knights still attacking after getting out of that early 2-0 lead in the first 9 minutes. Goals in the 7th and 9th minutes, but LA just had like one even halfway decent chance early on and haven't really threatened since. A lot of contact there surrounding Recupero. And she gets it back. Gives it up. Back to Venuti. Into the box. The cross scuffed, tipped out, and cleared. But there is Mara. Reason she's going to be a Tar Heel in a couple of years. Been able to keep the pressure on the LA defense. There she goes again. But Mars, will she get it? Nope. Taken away. Kaylaw gives it up. Theobald. Try to work her way into the box. Gives out to the far right corner. Millward swarming over it. She goes down. Prentice trying to help out there. And Spartans, a little bit of a slapstick situation there. They are able to get it away from the box, but a lot of pressure still being applied by the Knights, not giving the Spartans any breathing room. Looks like there's there's 3 substitutions waiting to come in for the Knights, and we'll see when the official will let them on. In the meantime, free kick here for the Spartans. Is Millward able to keep it in bounds? Looks like she is. Up the left side. Here comes Prentice. And we'll have a substitution. Those substitutions for the Knights. LSP is the live event specialist. Ask us about streaming your next sports game, gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event, or any other services we feel like shoving out there any day. Rates start just $100. Email samfeelypbp@gmail.com for more information. Rain again picking up here. Maybe it's just the angle. Maybe it's just the zoom. I don't know. The gust blowing the rain a little harder, but that is this is the exact reason why we moved the game up to 3:30, by the way, instead of its original 5:30 start time. It was to beat this rain in the forecast, but as the tropical storm progressed, we ended up needing, even if we start, the later we would keep the start time, the worse the conditions would be as the game progressed, and who knows if we would even be able to play the boys' game. 18 minutes gone by here in the first half. And 2-0 our score. Knights looking to complete an undefeated, untied ISL slate and an undefeated regular season overall slate, surely are going to be the #1 seed in the NEPSAC Class A tournament, going for their 3rd straight title. Lawrence Academy should be in the Class B tournament and should get a home game at that, at least. But the result of this game is going to have a lot to do with their seed. Here come the Knights, looking to make it 3-0 into the box, swept away by McSweeney. Popped up, not all the way out though, and then Prentice's right foot glances it out. Now Mars, leading scorer. Ahead for Liberator. Moves back into the middle of the field. Now a blast from 25, wide left of goal. And Prentice nearly cut the deficit in half as we approach the halfway mark of this first half. All right, down with the sound called LSP, then follow and support us on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, PayPal, Creator Spring, Ko-Fi, LSP37, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Mahoney electing not to try and boot it deep on that goal kick, and here come the Knights once again. Already with 2, looking for 3, in the corner, played out to midfield, escaping Mars's pressure, back over to the wing. With the left foot into the box, headed away. Once again coming up to keep the pressure on is Mara. Over the left side. Delilah Sullivan, wide left. We remain 2-0. Last Lawrence Academy game we did ended up being kind of a surprise. They were playing against St. Paul's, and both teams had a pretty good record coming in, but LA just blew them out of the water. It was a 6-0 win, I believe, 6-1 or one of those. But BB&N being some rude guests today. Venuti drops in with a throw, sliding tackle, and it's not just the rain on the grass here on the pitch, it's also the leaves. Wonder how much those could come into play in the conditions. Not usually a scenario where you see like leaf blowers come on during halftime or anything, really, in any sport, at any level. Header will just trickle out of bounds despite the best efforts of Liberator. Quick restart with a throw-in by Venuti. It's McSweeney, and we got a whistle, and it's a foul on BB&N. And it'll be Body to take this free kick. Up the near side. Liberator battling with Venuti. Thought it was going to go out of bounds. Stays inbounds, out goes out of bounds. Looked like that was off of Sullivan. So it'll be a throw in for LA for Pereira. Not Body. Marsh tried a little dummy pass into the middle. It was off target. But the Spartans persist on the left side. Sliding tackle towards the corner flag. And we got a whistle. And it looks like it's just going to be a goal kick. So after all that, LA trying to swing it in from the corner. Sliding tackle out of bounds over the end line off the Spartans. And nothing comes of it for the hosts. BB&N certainly not content with that 2-0 lead. They know how good LA are. Again, Spartans only 1 loss on the season. They've been pushing for that 3rd goal. Do not have it yet. Had a couple opportunities, though. Got the security ropes and everything, but sometimes the fans' umbrellas get in the way, too, and so does this post from the canopy. Into the box. Tap back out, though. Launch. The shot towards goal is blocked before it got to Moran. Comes out to the near side. Here's Liberatore. Mars. Pass was deflected by Jones. Knights trying to set up their offense from the right side here. Get it towards the box. It's Rago with the defense there. On Theobald. Cross towards the opposite side, headed down by the Spartans and cleared. A little too strong, though, for Cookenham. And the Knights will take this opportunity to settle it down with Mahoney. Mahoney looking to her right, now to her left. Knights on the attack. Chance here. Shot deflected. Body turned her back to the shot to make sure she wouldn't commit a handball and ended up blocking the shot kind of inadvertently there. Knights maintain the attack, however. On the left side, Sullivan had a chance from distance. Clear shooting lane, but hooked it wide left. And this one, right under the desk. Here's Valverde. Hip to hip with Mars, turns it over. Through ball, trying to connect with Cookenham. And all the way back to Mahoney. Under 15 minutes to go here in the first half. 2-0 our score. Goals in the 7th and 9th minutes for the Knights are the difference right now. All the way back to Gabriel Amaral. And again, back to Mahoney. Liberatore. And we actually have a whistle, so we're just going to have a quick sub for BB&N, it looks like. The LSP store is now open. Get yourself a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts, or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts and or mugs, including the LSP hoodie, the Never Concede collection, and some stuff with my dog's face on it, Tina the Long Arena. Visit lsp37.creator-spring.com after the game to place your order, or email samfeelypbp@gmail.com to order a DVD. And I will say that the LSP hoodie does appear to be out of stock right now in terms of the specific product that Creator Spring uses for that, but I will try to update that as soon as I can. And I'll make sure you guys can order one of your own too. We are less than 13 minutes away from halftime. 2-0 our score. Knights on top. Again, goals in the 7th and 9th minutes for the visitors, looking to complete an undefeated regular season. Got a little bit of a delay here. I think one of the BB&N coaches was I was saying something to one of his players that was coming off, but doesn't appear to be anything more than that. And here come the Knights. Chance to make it 3-0, but McSweeney gets in the way. Up the middle. Booted back the other way. Knights on the attack again, up the middle. It's Venuti, taken away again. Excellent defense up the middle here by McSweeney. McSweeney clears it again. Headed down, though, by Stowell. Wrestling match there. Stowell trying to pry it free. Had Mars over her, too. And here come the Knights again. Pass over to the left side. It's Sullivan. Back to the middle. Valverde deflected. Body got her leg in the way before it got to Moran. Back to the middle of the box. And Mars clears. Mars knocks it down. Extra pass to the near side and unable to turn and get it in time is Liberator. It will be thrown for BB&N, and we'll also have a substitution. Kara Bobanovic looks like it's coming off for the, is that Bobanovic? Regardless, Hope McMillan, freshman from Wellesley Hills, is coming on for the Knights. LA able to steal the ball out right off the throw-in, and it's back to Mara. BB&N back line. Just playing catch right now. Don't really have to rush. Up 2-0, 10 minutes left in the first half. LA forces a turnover here. Here's Mars from distance, wide left. And, even though we haven't seen, players slipping or anything too much, wondering how the weather's going to impact the field conditions, I feel like if you have better conditions today, Mars is able to get a better shot off there instead of that one that looked a little pushed and low and went wide left of goal. Didn't really threaten Mahoney at all. And Mars being best scorer in the ISL, she wants a clean look at some point to try and challenge Mahoney, who, along with her fellow junior goalkeeper, Valentina Ramirez, have 13 clean sheets on the season and have allowed just 4 goals in the first 16 games. $18-0, 20-0 now in the last 5 games plus the advantage for the Knights. 57-4 overall in this their 17th game of the season. Turnover chance now for the Knights to make it 3-0. Oh, coming up to knock it down is Moran. Moran slow to get up. Oh man, that must have been a howitzer. That must have been a howitzer of a shot, because Moran, she made the save. It knocked the wind out of her. She is down in the 18. And we'll make sure she's okay. The clock continues to run. At the high school level, normally you stop the clock for an injury. Excuse me. But you can see the oh, she's up. That's good. And we'll make sure she's good to continue. And certainly a scary moment for LA. If she's down that long for making that save, you wonder, is it more than just, getting the wind knocked out of her? Might she have, sprained or strained or tore something? But she's okay. She's stretching it out. And we are under 7 minutes to go. Fast-moving first half. 1-0 our score. They just started right on the dot at 3:30, which is rare. Starting right on the dot, right on the scheduled start time. But with the weather and fans will take it. Hasn't been a whole lot of drama though since the second Knights goal. Remember, two goals about 2 minutes apart, 7th and 9th minute for the Knights to make it 2-0. We've had a couple of chances for 3, but I don't know if any of the stops the Spartans made would qualify for SportsCenter top 10, but here's another chance for number 3 for the Knights in Body, who has been playing phenomenal defense. Able to clear it, but the Knights get it back into the box, but cleared out just at the top of the 18. The Spartans rather, moving the back line up a little bit to try and snuff out these, try and prevent BB&N from getting very deep. Try to draw them offside more frequently. Trying to tilt the field the other way. Try to get on the scoreboard. Less than 5 minutes before halftime, by the way. So it'd be a hard sell to try and get on the scoreboard before halftime unless this is the chance right here. On the right side through ball for Liberator. He's going to try and get the cross. Headed down. Here's Mars with the chance. Diving save! Mahoney keeps Mars off the scoreboard. Still 2-0. It does result in a corner for LA, though. I believe this is the first set piece in the offensive half for the Spartans. Here it comes, headed away. Launch back towards the boxes. Mars onside. Doesn't really matter. And Mahoney scoops it up with under 4 minutes to go. So, another scare averted for the Knights. Pass to the near side. Knights able to intercept, but at midfield, McSweeney. Right side. Sullivan having a hard time getting possession there. Push towards the middle of the field, and it looks like Sullivan was able to draw a foul on Liberator. No, Liberator drew the foul on Sullivan. Liberator was looking towards the official like she was the one getting called, but she got the call. Official referee asked by to back it up here. So this is from about 35, 40 yards from goal. And here comes Body with the right boot. And it was a little short anyway. Mars heads it towards the corner, but over the end line. This is going to be it looks like this is going to be another another corner kick for the Spartans? All right, so we have these fans in the way, unfortunately, of this corner flag. So we'll just get the action in the box. Here it comes. Headed up. And the Knights able to get it out. Spartans come back up. Blasted ahead by Pereira. But not for long. We approach the 2-minute mark, at which point the clock will stop and the rest of the time will be kept by the officials. Here's another chance for the Knights. Sliding tackle by Body. Play continues. Cleared by the Spartans. Mars ahead. I don't know, it just feels like Mars a little slow to get back into the play after some contact. It's happened a couple of times. She hasn't had to, stop completely or have to come off, but can tell, like when she gets, when she's hip to hip with an opponent, if there's enough contact, she might slow down a little bit and. But at the same time, you want to her to stay healthy, and you need her for. You're going to need her for the second half and try to, you're going to need your leading scorer to try and get back into this one. Clock is stopped at 2 minutes. Again, the rest of the time for the first half will be kept on the field. Over the near side. Stowell screening Liberatore away from the ball, and it will be a Knights throw. Whistle, and referee telling Venuti to back it up. It's not even back it up. It's actually a free kick here. It wasn't a throw. So, here's Venuti with the left foot towards the middle, hooking, headed down. Spartans looking for a lane to clear. Contact there. Pereira goes down. No call either way. Spartans continue the play. Through ball, trying to connect with Cookenham, but a little too strong. Swept out to the touch line for a Spartans throw. How much time will the Spartans have to try and get on the scoreboard before the halftime whistle? Up the near side. Nothing comes of that opportunity for the Spartans. Drifts over the near touchline. We continue on. The clock didn't stop while Moran was down earlier after making that save. So that might have contributed to the longer than expected stoppage time. But there is the halftime whistle, 2-0. We'll take a break, and in less than 10 minutes we'll have the second half of this game from Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. With your score, the BB&N Knights 2 and the Lawrence Academy Spartans 0. This is NEPSAC Girls Soccer on LSP. Welcome back to the wait 1 second. Let me get the recording going. I know we're live. I'm recording this for Huddle too. 1 second. Welcome back to the second half of NEPSAC Girls Soccer here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from a very rainy Groton, Massachusetts, Lawrence Academy. It is the BB&N Knights looking to complete an undefeated regular season, and they're off to a good start, 2-0, with goals in the 7th and 9th minutes by Addie Kaylaw and Mavie Theobald. And that is where we stand right now, 2-0, Knights on top, Knights in white. And the Sparty in red. You get the second half underway. The Spartans enter play with only one loss. They're 10-1-5 though. Their last 6 1-1-4 to turn their own undefeated record into. I mean, obviously it's well above 500, but 5 draws looks just so awkward when you consider. Next game these teams play are going to be in the NEPSAC tournaments. BB&N will certainly have the number 1 seed in Class A. LA hoping for a win, and I stress win, to up their odds of getting at least maybe the 2 seed in the Class B tournament and have home field advantage for the first 2 rounds, and of course. A week from Sunday, the championship games are at neutral sites anyways, so that doesn't matter. But anyways, knockdown chance here for the Spartans, and somehow Samantha Mahoney, who had went the other way, gets back in a position to secure that one. Oh man, a couple opportunities for the Spartans to burn Mahoney. But there haven't been a lot of them, and we remain at 2-0. And again, the the picture quality, I understand it's the rain and everything, and this happens to every network, every broadcast, regardless of their capabilities. Here's a chance. Again, BB&N has had a few chances to make it 3-0, but that pass, it's intended recipient went the other way, and Spartans able to clear, goes over the touchline for a throw-in. Yeah, I think they had like 1 corner kick apiece, I think 2 for LA, but it's going to be thrown all the way back to the BB&N back line for Abby Giordano. Lafayette commit, senior, over to the near side and off target, intended for another senior who's going D1 next year. Francesca Valverde, she's going to Dartmouth. This is from Grafton, Mass, which isn't too far from here in Central Mass. Up the near side. LA's has had some good looks for through balls and everything, and they've been mostly trying to connect with Cookenham on those, but you have Liberator and Mars, two of your top scorers, kind of silent thus far offensively. Here come the Knights, through ball. Looking for a brace for Theobald. Pushed aside. Theobald keeps it. Inbounds along the end line. Out to the top of the box. Pushed. Knights still looking to set up. Theobald waits. Moves to her left. Over to the left side of the box. Pass a little too strong out to the corner. Knights still looking to attack. Comes back into the box, headed down. Up the far side. Oh, I thought they were going to blast it. Here's another chance. Wide right of goal. Oh, the Knights looking for the magic number 3. Nothing yet, though. A couple of good opportunities in that sequence. So when will we win, if ever, will we see goal number 3 for the Knights? Goal kick doesn't go very far. Body tries to clear. LA gets a throw out of it, but deep in their own end. Mars can't keep it going forward, but it will be a throw for LA. .64 degrees, rain coming down here in Groton. This is the second trip out to Groton for the Knights this season. They beat the Zebras. But right now the Knights having a hard time getting it basically away from their 18. That win over Groton, by the way, for the Knights was a 3-2 win on October 21st. It was the closest, it was the most goals anyone scored against BB&N this season. And since then, 20-0 in the last 5.5 matches in favor of the Knights, all wins. Into the box, another chance for the Knights. Does it trickle in? Yes, it does! They finally get number 3. It ain't pretty, but not much is going to be pretty in this weather. 3-0. In the 47th minute, the Knights might have just put a bow on the undefeated, untied ISL schedule and an undefeated overall regular season. Mars trying to get the Spartans on the board with a vengeance, got tripped up, foul called. It's going to result in a free kick. It's almost as good as a corner. It's coming inside the field of play from just outside the 18. I believe this is Body coming up to take it. 2-player wall in front of her, headed away. Moran, by the way, just another thought on that goal by BB&N to make it 3-0. Moran coming up from her line to try and snuff that out, but they just flicked it over her, and the ball kept rolling, and they was able to keep it inside the post. And Knights 3-0. Oh, dangerous play there by Mahoney. LA gets possession over to the middle on the pass from Millward out to the right wing. Moving back towards the middle of the blast, and it rolls into the lap of Mahoney. '49th minute. 3-0 our score. Knights on top. Will it be another shutout for the Knights? They have 13 already in their 16 matches. Will it be 14 out of 17 here? To say the Knights would be running away with the ISL title, though, might be a little bit of an overstatement, only because there are plenty of real good teams in the ISL who, could certainly beat the Knights on any given day, but the Knights have been the better team every game in the ISL schedule. The only team who's prevented them from getting a full 3, Worcester Academy, second game of the season, 1-1 draw. Interesting to see if the Hilltoppers and the Knights meet again in the postseason. I don't know off the top of my head if Worcester is in Class A for girls soccer. I can check that, but that would be The most tantalizing rematch I could think of. Sparty won't have to worry about the Knights, though, in the postseason. Spartans will be in Class B. Even at 9-2, and even at 10-2 and 5, they should get a top 4 seed. Like to leave as little to chance as possible. A win or a tie. Win should be good enough to get them a top 2 seed. But don't want to be on the skin of your teeth as just the 4. And don't forget, this is the first game of a doubleheader, folks. Shortly after this one, we're going to have the BB&N Knights and the Lawrence Academy Spartans. I love that. Millward got the ball wedged between her feet and was basically crawling on the grass, carrying it. This goes out of play. Before it was finally pride-free. We got the BB&N Knights and the Lawrence Academy Spartans in the boys soccer regular season finale. That is a huge one for the Spartans. We have to see what's going to happen with the postseason seedings, especially if BB&N, if LA doesn't win that game. They don't win, they'll basically be right at 500. Will that be good enough at all for one of the playoff spots is the question. Knights looking to make it number 4. Cross in front. Nobody's there. There's another chance, deflected, headed. Oh, kept off the line by Body. Back the other way come the Spartans. Janiyah Body, the New Haven commit. Now here's Mars over to the right side. And let's go over the end line for a goal kick. So an anticlimactic finish to that sequence. Advertising opportunities are available on LSP. Get your company's message on LSP broadcast for as little as $25 per ad. Email samfeelypbp@gmail.com for more information. 3-0 our score in the 53rd minute. Knocked down. A lot of space there for Millward, but taken away. Knights looking to attack. Through ball. There's Theobald, but it's cut off, goes down, and Body clears again. Thought Theobald was going to try and take it in from the wing, but referee's coming back here to the LA back line. And I think she got tangled up with Rago, but anyways. Here's Body with another boot. McSweeney takes it back up the middle, but cleared away. To the right side. And Valverde's going to get called for a foul here. As McSweeney got tripped up, pursuing it. McSweeney, or that might be Rago again. Spartans again trying to get on the scoreboard here. Had a couple opportunities, nothing through yet. Cleared off the top of the box, over to the right side. Millward into the corner, not the far side. Back the other way. Come the Knights. Not content with 3 either, clearly. Goes out of bounds for a throw for BB&N, and that's cleared. One of the things I love working for LA and everything, but like one of the things that's always been a challenge, specifically for soccer games, is in the afternoons when the put that on hold for a second. Here's another chance for the LA offense, pushed over the touchline. That'll be a throw in for the Spartans. When the camera goes down towards the end, that Saeed is pointing towards here, but although a little further, like closer to behind the goal. You don't have to do it now, Saeed. I'm just making a point. But basically, the sun sets right behind this goal down on this end, on the left end, and on the west end, and can be difficult. And now we have those issues, of course, with the lights here behind the sidelines. So we could raise them a little bit if we could. I don't know if it's too late for that, but pretty good. They're nothing you can do about it, Saeed. Don't worry. Knights again looking for number 4. Theobald, sliding tackle, deflected out of bounds by the Spartans. Throw in for BB&N. 57th minute, 3-0. Near side on the throw, and back to get it is Sarzana. And she'll go out of bounds for throw for Kayla. Had the first goal. Back in the 7th minute. And then it was Theobald in the 9th. To make it 2-0. That was all we had in the first half. Knights strike here in the second to make it 3-0 though. It's a plain catch here along the 18. Up the far side. Theobald. Through ball. Deflected. Cleared. No. Deflected off of Pereira. Out to the far side. Keeps the possession alive for the Knights. Lofted towards the box. And on a one hop, 2 more in. 2's all over the place. 22-22 left in the second half. You proud of me, Matt Vesgersen? All right. Another chance for the Knights. Again, not content with 3. They weren't content with 2. They're not content with 3 either. On the right side. Recupero, top of the box. Swept away, coming up from her midfield spot was Mars. Another chance, and lifting it a little too high was Theobald. Mamie Theobald, the leading scorer for the night. She's a sophomore, by the way, from Milton, Mass. We have a good program in the Mustangs right in your backyard, but she comes to BB&N, and boy, are the Knights glad they got her. Body with the goal kick. Knights knock it down and try to start the offense again. Big collision there in the middle of the field. Referee blows his whistle. Is this going to be a booking, though? Didn't look, certainly don't look like a malice behind that. Just a little too much contact, and no booking looks like. And it will be Ava Venuti, the Johns Hopkins commit, to take this free kick from about 30 for the Knights. As we approach the halfway mark of the second half. With the left foot, Venuti towards the box, headed up, and a can of corn caught by Moran. Does throw you off a little bit when both goalies wearing black goalie jerseys. Mars, unusual spot for her to be, scoreless in this game. Into the middle of the field for Prentice. Launches it wide right. And let's also not ignore the fact there aren't lights behind either of the goals. They're all along the sideline. And these are portable lights, too. These are not permanent fixtures here at the Lawrence Academy soccer field. This is specifically for the primetime matchup. Senior day doubleheader, basically. LA technically already had their senior day. LA girls technically already had their senior day. I think we are going to have the LA boys senior day festivities, and if that is the case, then we will have that here on LSP. But remember, the boys game will be on a separate stream. So once this is over, close this stream, but go back on the LSP YouTube channel, open the boys stream, and we'll fire that one up and have the senior day ceremony as part of our coverage. '61st minute, and we have a change here for the Knights. We're going to have a throw, and it looks like as good as a corner. Over to the right side, Spartans looking for a lane to clear. Knights still have possession, though. We'll bring it back to the midfield stripe. And right in the circle. Launched up, field to the left side, knocked down by Body. Tries to clear and does. Up the far side. Knights not letting this turn into a transition opportunity, however, for the Spartans. 18.5 to go. Knights on the cusp of a perfect ISL campaign and just one tie with no losses in the regular season. Left side, blocked on that cross, goes over the corner flag. Knights will try to see if they can draw a corner kick, but the Spartans will clear. Again in the midfield circle, Knights trying to work their way in. Excellent body control by Recupero. Here's a chance on the right side, and it's off the crossbar and headed, still in the box. Wide right of goal. Oh, the Knights so close on a couple of chances there for goal number 4. And the IRL LA Boys Hockey group chat is in my left ear. How you doing, Brandon Milberg? Is he playing tonight? Does Sacred Heart have a game tonight? Gives him more time to troll me in the chat, that's for sure. Wake the sleeping Giants. Looks like a corner here for the Knights. Yeah, they heard a lot of my hockey calls in that sequence. That's the guys here, that's for sure. Y'all going to be good this year, by the way? Come on, guys. I need a Saturday tournament game, too. Well, I mean, Cushing's always rough. They're always good. Mars up the right side. Swept away. You're all bombarding Milberg with texts now, aren't you? Into the box, but a sliding tackle, push it over the end line. Looks like this will be a corner for LA. It's trying desperately to get on the scoreboard. I mean, moral victories, you hate to lose your last regular season home game, but you want to show some teeth against the #1 team in New England. But that's going to bounce off the top of the net. and result in a goal kick for the Knights. LSP is the live event specialist. Ask us about streaming next sports game, gaming tournament, wedding, concert, recital, play, meeting, or other event. Rates start just $100. Email samfeelypbp@gmail.com for more information. Who was the former Spartan who won the World Juniors last year again? Riley? Oh, Sam Colangelo? Yeah. Actually, funny story. I actually interviewed Nate Lehman for a piece while I was working in New York after they won. Knights again looking for number 4 with that through ball. Nobody home. Mars, ready to start transition opportunity again up the right side. Maybe a little too strong, though. I'm happy to see that the conditions haven't impacted this game too much, but even if the field takes the weather, takes the rain fine, like, you as a human being can be impacted by it. In terms of just blast! Oh, right into the gut of Moran, and she holds on to it. Even as a human being, you run around in these kinds of conditions, and you know it's a stressful experience. And then you factor in being down 3-0 at home in the regular season finale. It can be frustrating, but we'll see if this will see. Spartans handling it well so far. We'll see how the boys' teams are affected after this. 12.5 minutes to go. 3-0 our score still. BB&N on top. See what other games are going on in the ISL world in a moment. Knights on the attack again. Nobody there to accept that lift from about 25, except for Moran. Giordano had the right idea, but nobody there to put it in the box. They are able to get it back, though. Again, not content with 2, not content with 3. Can they get number 4? Here's the blast! Oh, that looks like the play is offside. The shot went wide right anyway, so nothing there for the Knights. It remains 3-0 as we approach 11 minutes to go, and still no sign of Brandon Milberg in the live chat. This is called a hint, guys. He has a game now, doesn't he? I just know it. That's the reason he wasn't in the chat when I was here last December. So, a resume for the Knights. As we approach 10 minutes to go. As it stands right now, if the score holds, 16-0-1, 12-0 in the ISL, 14 shutouts, outscoring their opposition 58-4. This would be only the second loss of the season. For the Spartans, that chance goes wide left of goal. And yet, 2 losses, but 5 ties. 10 wins, 2 losses, 5 ties. Do my math a second. We've got a corner kick, it looks like, for the Spartans. You have to trust me on this one. It's lofted into the box. Punch away. Bounce around in the 6 and out. You go by winning percentage. If you divide the ties the Spartans have by 2, that would make the record 12.5 and 4.5. So 12.5 divided by 17 is 735. That's very good. But, again, you have all these great teams at the top of the ISL, and none of them could touch BB&N. And to give you an idea of how wild it is that Groton was the team that gave BB&N the biggest scare this year, apart from in the ISL anyways. Groton entering play today is 2-8-1 in the ISL and 5-10-1 overall. A team that's 6 games under 500 nearly beat a team that's about to run the table in the ISL. So, and you think about how LA beat Groton 8-2 and BB&N beat Groton only 3-2. This is just a reminder, folks, that, you know, BB&N looking for number 4. Oh, it was blocked by whoever OT. It's another blast and a diving stop again by Moran. It's just a reminder that, you know, the transitive property is not a thing. Like, it can give you hope, but it is not the proper barometer. We beat Groton by 6. What? LA beat Groton by 6. BB&N only beat them by 1. BB&N beating LA by 3. You wonder. You know, you wonder how that's possible? Well, you should never expect sports to make sense. That's why they play the games. Games aren't played on paper. Even Magic the Gathering, a card game, is not played on paper. Poker is not played on paper. I promise that makes sense, though, when you think about it. Me being the Magic and poker player, after all. Chance for number 4 again! Oh, LA nearly conceded an own goal. It stays out to the top of the box. Blast with the left foot, and it goes wide left. Theobald has come so close to blowing it wide open all by herself. But it remains 3-0 after all that. Some contact there off the goal kick, and it'll be a LA free kick. I think I did that one already. Here's Milberg's favorite promo. Are you down with a sound called LSP? Then follow and support LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, PayPal, Creator Spring, Ko-Fi, LSP37, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Mars, she has been held silent offensively. Maybe Theobald is not. Spartan's still going to be held out of the score column there as Mahoney snaps that one up. we approach 5 minutes to go. Time dwindling down. Through ball. Is she onside? She is. Theobald will drop it off instead. Excellent recovery by the LA defense, and Theobald slips, allowing body to clear. Another whistle, and it looks like we're going to have en masse substitutions here for the Knights. So a well-deserved rest for some of the biggest contributors to this fantastic season the BB&N Knights have had, including Theobald. She's going off. In the middle of the field, Spartans, neither team has been content with the results as this game has progressed, that's for sure. BB&N has wanted more, has wanted to pad their lead, and the Spartans taking any steps they can to try and get on the scoreboard. More changes for the Knights. A little bit of a wrestling match there as Juliana Millward was able to get back in the play. Goes out of bounds. Looks like a throw here as we are under 3.5 minutes to go. And remember, folks, game 2 of our doubleheader coming up shortly after this. Kickoff is scheduled for 5:30. It will be the BB&N Knights and the LA Spartans in the NEPSAC and ISL boys soccer regular season finale. And these aren't the only BB&N and Lawrence Academy games going on this weekend. Lawrence Academy football looking to go 7-1. They are at BB&N tomorrow. They had that big win at Govs last Friday. Winner of that and BB&N LA rather at 6-1 right now. Even if they lose, they win this one. They absolutely should have a home bowl game next Saturday. Remains to be seen, though. BB&N, who's had some great talent come through in recent years. Tyler Martin, the former Acton Boxborough Pop Warner quarterback who became one of the best linebackers in New England. Got recruited by Jim Harbaugh and company at Michigan. Don't think BB&N football is going to be in a bowl game this year, but always a tough test. That Knights squad. We approach 2 minutes to go. Another sub here for the Knights. And immediately deflected out of bounds. Clock is stopped at 2 minutes. Not as much stoppage time, I would imagine, here. Didn't have any stoppage near as long as the one that Moran was down for. Mars trying desperately to get on the scoreboard, and she did draw a foul. Well, we got a whistle, and there. Are we gonna have a? We're just referee's talking to Mars and asking to bring the ball a little closer to him. I think Mars wanted that spot over where it was just now. So here we go. Sienna Mars, the leading scorer in the ISL. Does she have one more left in her before the tournament? Gives it up instead. Now Body pushes it, and it's cleared off the top of the box. Spartans will resume the attack. I might have gotten a little too cheeky for their own good. Body right to the top of the box. Hits a wall of humanity there. Here's a chance to save by Mahoney. LA still unable to take that goose egg off the scoreboard. Yeah, LA not going quietly, that's for sure. Just Just phenomenal defense by the Knights. Some timely saves by Mahoney. Is this going to be clean sheet number 14 out of a possible 17 for the Knights? Moments away from finding out, I imagine. Knights still not content with 3, even in the last couple of minutes. Contact there. Mars knocked down her own teammate by accident. Might turn into a chance for the Knights, but good defense, recovery by the Spartans, slowing them down. McSweeney pushes it out back to midfield. Launch towards the box. Body clears. Body's played excellent defense. She might have had a bigger save than any of Moran's tonight. Sweep that one right off the line after it got by her. Oh, no foul there. I thought Millward was going to get whistled for a foul, and we could have had a free kick for BB&N. Sliding tackle here as the ball goes out of bounds on the near side. Rago. It's going to Assumption. And that's it. BB&N finishes the regular season 12-0 in the ISL and 16-0-1 overall. 14 shutouts. And they outscore their opponents in the regular season 58-4. You can't feel too bad if you're the Spartans. You know you've likely got a home playoff game next week, next Wednesday. Assuming they do, we will have it here for you on LSP. But they fall to 10-2-5 and 6-2-4 in the ISL. Samantha Mahoney with another clean sheet. She and maybe Theobald, co-players of the game. It's Theobald's 12th goal vaults her ahead of Sienna Mars for the scoring lead in the ISL. She tied with 12 goals, but the 3 assists pushes her ahead by 1 point over Mars. So with that said, this has been a presentation of local sports production serving Greater Boston student athletes and beyond for over a decade. Copyright 2022, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of LSP is strictly prohibited. A reminder that you can buy a DVD copy of most past LSP video broadcasts or one of several different designs of stickers or shirts at the LSP store on Creator Spring or by emailing samfeelypbp@gmail.com. And be sure to follow and support LSP on the web, localsportsproductions.com, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, PayPal, Creator Spring, and Ko-Fi, LSP37, and subscribe to the LSP YouTube channel. Stay tuned in about 25 minutes for Game 2 of our NEPSAC soccer doubleheader. It'll be the BB&N Knights of the Lawrence Academy Spartans in the boys soccer season finale. And remember, that's on a separate stream here on the LSP YouTube channel, but you'll have to close out of this stream and go to that one. And we'll see you in just about 25 minutes for that one. Once again, the final score from Lawrence Academy in Groton, Mass. It is the BB&N Knights 3 and the Lawrence Academy Spartans 0. My name is Sam Feely, for Saeed Vasugi on camera, reminding you freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you in about 25 minutes or so.